of course, everybody's favorite part, at least my favorite part, because it means that I get to look like a fool. It is, of course, the picks. Let's hit the music. All right. All right. So, obviously, with the Thanksgiving games, there's a lot of front loading. I don't exactly know when some of these games are, but anyway. Thanksgiving. Hold on, that music just feels very quiet. Hold on. That sounds better. Hopefully. Hopefully people can still hear me. Anyway, Packers at the Lions. Seth is going with the Lions, and you know what? I just want to feel good on Thanksgiving, so I'm picking the Lions. The Packers don't have a good offense, but the Lions might also not have a good offense. So I think it's going to be a matter of whatever team breaks through a couple of times early, even. That's going to be the team that wins. You might even say the team that gets those turnovers. That'll be the team that wins. I think it's going to be tough. I'm not totally all gung-ho Lions are going to roll. But I just, for the culture, I need the Lions to win, please. Just don't ruin Thanksgiving again. Chiefs at the Cowboys. Seth is taking the Cowboys. I am going to take the Chiefs. I think they might have a little bit of juice after that win against the Colts. I am not ready to bury them just because every time that I feel like the Chiefs are going to just fall apart, they rise from the ashes. Whereas on the opposite end, whenever I feel like the Cowboys might be doing something right, then they do falter. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs on this one. I'm not yet a believer in the Cowboys, but I could become one at some point, and I don't want that day to ever come. Bengals at the Ravens to round out the Thanksgiving game. Seth's taking the Ravens. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Ravens on this one, Chief. Joe Burrow is back. Why? I don't know. Why? If I'm Joe Burrow, I'm retired for this year. I'm taking the rest of the year off. You guys don't want to be serious, and you're going to just you're just going to let this team just rot away. No, not doing it. Not happening. And yeah, but he wants to play. So I'll give him credit, I guess, but the Ravens are going to win this game. So then we got the Black Friday game. Bears at the Eagles. Seth is taking the Eagles. Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles too. I think they probably got a sour taste in their mouth after that putrid loss that they had. So give me the Eagles. The Bears are playing with fire. They're dancing through raindrops. All of the analogies. Give me the Eagles to just stop the Bears enough and just make an awful football game on a Friday that nobody wants to watch, but I'll watch. Rams at the Panthers. Seth is taking the Rams. Yeah, I don't. That was tough. That was tough last night. Carolina. That was tough. Bryce Young is not very good. But the Rams are feisty. Or the Rams. The Panthers are feisty. I think the Rams are going to win this. Do I really need to go any further? Yeah, Rams. 49ers, Browns. Yeah, give me the 49ers. Two teams that I don't think either of them really have that great of quarterback play, but the Browns have one of the worst offenses I've ever seen with Shedeur Sanders. The 49ers don't have a great offense, but I don't know, man. The Browns are just bad. Give me the 49ers. Texans at the Colts. See, this one, I'm going to go against the grain here as well. Seth is taking the Colts. I am taking the Texans. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe something might be off about Danny Dimes. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jim, I'm like Tony Romo. I don't know, Jim. Give me the Texans. Let's do a little shocker. Maybe the Texans are trying to sneak into that wild card spot with Davis Mills. I don't know if CJ Stroud will be back. If he's not back, then whatever. I'll just eat my words. Saints at the Dolphins. Ew, yuck, gross. I'm going to throw up right now on stream. Dolphins. Seth is also taking the Dolphins. I'm not going to go into this game. These two teams are terrible. Falcons at the Jets. Disgusting, gross, vomit all over the floors, into my socks. Falcons are going to win this game because the Jets are the Jets, and I don't need to give you any more. Cardinals at the Buccaneers. We've already established I am never taking the Cardinals again. So give me the Bucs. I don't know if Baker Mayfield's healthy, but you know what? He's got to be at least as good as unhealthy Baker Mayfield's got to be at least as good as currently healthy Jacoby Brissett. Bucky Irving's going to be coming back too. So, give me the Bucs. Bucky Irving of the Bucs. Isn't that funny? That's his name. Jaguars, Titans. Who made this slate, man? This is terrible. Jaguars, first of all, because the Titans, if it wasn't for the Cardinals fumbling the bag and giving them a win, this Titans team would be winless. Like, people don't understand. Like, this is not like the 08 Lions or the 17 Browns, because I don't think anybody's talking about this. This Titans team is so bad. They fired their coach already, obviously, but like, they're just terrible. I don't know. People need to talk about how terrible the Titans are. Please do. Vikings at the Seahawks, the Sam Darnold Bowl. Yeah, give me the Seahawks because, as established earlier in the show, J.J. McCarthy can't play the position. He is very, very bad. And I know, I say that as a Lions fan, knowing that he has one of his few wins is against us. I understand. But, yeah, the Seahawks are just a better team overall. Jackson Smith and Jigba is playing at an offensive player of the year level. Yeah, and Sam Darnold, it's not a big game, so he's going to be able to win. So give me the Seahawks. Raiders at the Chargers. That display this past week was just unforgivable. How do you lose? How do you lose to Shedeur Sanders, the third-string quarterback of the Browns, the putrid offense known as the Cleveland? How do you lose to that team? Impossible. Give me the Chargers. I don't care that they got me starting at offensive tackle. Doesn't matter. Bills at the Steelers. Seth is taking the Bills. Yeah, I'll take the Bills. Although, honestly, I could see this game going to the Steelers. Who knows if Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing? I don't know. If I'm him, I'm just saying, you know what? That's the end of my career. I'm just gonna ride off to the sunset. The Bills are struggling. I think they need to get this win. I think they will get this win. Josh Allen can't have two bad games in a row. So give me the Bills. And then Sunday Night Football. Somehow this didn't get flexed. Broncos, Commanders. Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos. The Commanders are bad. Marcus Mariota is the quarterback, and see the Commanders game against the Lions for reference. That's all I have to say. And then finally, Giants, Patriots, little Super Bowl multiple-time rematch. Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots. And Seth is also taking the Patriots. Like, come on. Yeah, it was fun. The Jameis Winston experience was fun. Yeah, we all had our fun. Yes, he did a little trick play. Oh, see, he broke the tackle from Derek Barnes. Very fun. Everybody loves it. It's great. They still lost the game, and he was, in part of the reason they did lose the game, in a way. He did throw an interception. Anyway, I know he had a great game. I don't mean to insult Jameis, okay? But, no. Drake May is going to have a bounce-back game. He struggled a little bit against the Bengals, admittedly, but I think he's going to have a bounce-back game. He's going to lead the charge for that division. This has been one of the great turnarounds I've seen for the Patriots. I mean, like I said, it wasn't that long ago that they were a playoff team with Mac Jones, but now they're back, like, fully, really. All right, here we go, rounding it all out. Packers at the Lions. Both of us are taking the Lions. Chiefs, Cowboys. I am taking the Chiefs. Seth is taking the Cowboys. Bengals, Ravens. We're both taking the Birds. Bears, Eagles. We're both taking the Birds again. I lost my train of thought. Eagles, Rams, Eagles. We are both taking the Rams. 49ers, Browns. We are both taking the 49ers. Texans, Colts. I am taking the Texans, and Seth is taking the Colts. Saints, Dolphins. We are both taking the Finns. Falcons, Jets. We are both taking the Falcons. Cardinals, Buccaneers. We are both taking the Buccaneers. Jaguars, Titans. We are both taking the Jags. Vikings, Seahawks. We are both taking the Seahawks. Raiders, Chargers. We are both taking the Chargers. Bills, Steelers. We are both taking the Bills. Broncos, Commanders. We are both taking the Broncos. And Giants, Patriots. We are both taking the Patriots. And those are the Week 13 picks. Hey, YouTube. If you like clips like that, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We've got live shows every Tuesday night. Hope to see you there.